Normally you eat that when you drank too much and you have a hangover. Then you wake up when you have the whole roll of fish in your mouth and say,
Welches Gericht oder welche Zutat erinnert dich direkt an zu Hause?
Sausage, potato puree and caramelized onions. Taste like home.
Milchbohnen mit Kartoffeln und Leberwurst?
Noodles.
Rice.
Okay, I think a lot of
It's a
Asians
stereotype,
also.
yeah.
Swine.
Wine?
That reminds me of when I was living in Paris. I would have a red wine on the cafe, on the sidewalks, you know, like on those terraces.
Ja.
That was
Das
nice.
ist mein
That's so very cliché. But
Etwas, das ich gar nicht mag. Und das kennst du vielleicht, das kommt aus dem Norden. Lapskaus.
Das ist doch mein Leibgericht.
wirklich?
Corned Beef, Kartoffeln mit Zwiebeln, mit roter Beete. Dann alles richtig schön zerpanden. Und dann sieht es halt tatsächlich leider echt so aus, als wenn sich jemand übergeben hat.
Ja, ich weiß.
Bilishu, it's called. Like a deep fried dumpling. It's something you shouldn't eat more than once a year. Super greasy. The most unhealthy dish you can imagine.
Marshmallows? Very American to me. Have you ever heard of Peeps? They're like little marshmallow bunnies or chicks, and they're coated in just like hideous colored sugar. And it's just marshmallow and sugar. Yeah, they're like these.
Oh, that's so sweet.
But it looks like a toy or something.
It looks
but
like something you would find in
this.
Japan.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, there aren't a lot of British foods really you can get here in Germany, I think. I mean, you don't see any British restaurants, for good reason probably. Fish and chips, for example.
But this is a
Check
dish.
out my video on Kitchen Stories, actually.
I will
did a
do.
Fish and chips burger.
Senfeier mit Kartoffeln. A good burger.
Cevapcici.
Cinnamon toast. A slice of bread and then just buttering it.
And with cinnamon.
And then cinnamon sugar on top. Yeah. And it sort of melts into it. And when I was little, my parents would make this for me and then cut it into triangles.
Yeah.
Tartiflette. Oh my god, yeah, that's the thing I always ask my mother to cook when I come back home.
Yeah.
And it's basically a gratin with cheese mountain, potatoes, and tons of onions, like roasted onions that you do before, and bacon.
Yeah.
And that's like super, super good. Have
It
you ever
sounds so
tried?
comforting. Yeah, I don't know if I've tried it, but I've heard of it because we have a recipe.
I know,
for
I saw it.
I buy pretzels. And then I eat them for breakfast, I eat them for lunch, I eat them for dinner, I eat them every time when I want it.
Is there a difference in quality between
Oh, yes.
the ones you get in Bavaria and the ones you get in Berlin?
Oh, yes. In Bavaria, of course, they have the best. You?
Me?
You're never really homesick.
No.
Tough boy.
I would probably go for something Vietnamese again because my parents always used to make me Vietnamese food and it was always this elaborate meal with rice, of course, and then the soup. There's usually one vegetable dish and some sort of dip, and then there's a meat dish and some pickles. So usually I would do that.
Pickles? You keep going back to the pickles.
Because honestly, it's really an integral part of my childhood to always have this huge tub of homemade pickles somewhere.
Macaroni and cheese. There are so many different ways you can make it. So you can make it just like on the stovetop with like a loose like cheese sauce, or you can like make it and then you can bake it with like breadcrumbs on top, which is also really good.
Here, for example, is a fish. You don't get fresh fish as you get in Portugal.
If you're outside of Europe, what is the most German thing that you miss, like food-wise?
Bread. I think the Germans can really make good bread.
Ich glaube, die meisten würden erstmal sagen, das Brot wahrscheinlich. Brot. Definitiv schönes, dunkles Brot, Körnerbrot.
Und auch Brötchen generell irgendwie.
Or maybe bread.
Every German said they will miss bread.
No one said beer?
No, they all said bread.
I sometimes miss bread, the Portuguese bread.